Welcome to another episode of the 5-Minute Astrology videos. This is part of the Getting Started series. This is episode number 9, and this is going to teach you how to find your current transits. But also, I want to show you how to look ahead in a year's time, or actually how to go back to a date in the past. In the previous episode, number 8, I showed you how to go to astro.com and to use the transit button to toggle between having the transits on the outside of your wheel or taking them off, so you've just got your birth chart. In this particular episode, I'm actually going to show you how to determine how far ahead you want to go and also how far behind you want to go. And to do that, we need to go back to astro.com. Of course, you can do this with other programs. It's just I'm sticking to astro.com because I've been using it for well over 15 years. I completely trust it, and I think it's an excellent tool for using when you're learning astrology. It's really clear. The charts are beautiful and there's a lot of functionality. So let's pop over to astro.com right now. So I'm on astro.com and you can see we've got the toggle button, which is what we were using previously. I want you to go to a different part of this website now. And if you go to all horoscopes at a glance, and here you're presented with the same choice that you had when you created your chart for the first time. And in the earlier lessons, I recommended that you went to get your chart drawing from this little place here, chart drawing ascendant. But I'm now going to take you over to the extended chart selection because there's some really cool tools here that will help you see into the future and see into the past. So if you click extended chart selection, and then you need to make sure that your chart is the one that's selected. If you've got more than one, you need to pick it from the drop-down menu. And then it's really easy, and this is the great thing, there's a start date. So if you want to go a year into the future, just change the date. You might want to go to, say, Christmas 2027 to see where all the planets are. And then you click Show the Chart, click With Transits. Those transits for next year just pop straight in. And you'll notice for Christmas Day 2027, Jupiter, for instance, is right over the natal planet of Jess Garner here. And you might notice when you look at your chart and go into the future that there is a planet, a transiting planet changing houses or changing signs, or is right over a planet. These are important. These are the kinds of things that you're going to learn to unpack as you go through this program on a day-by-day basis. So let's just go back. I'm going to take these transits off, but I'm also going to show you how to take it back, and it's just as easy. Once again, let's go back to 2023. I'm going to go back to January the 1st. And let's see what happens there. So you can see 3 years ago in the chart of Jess Garner, all of the planets were just on one half of her chart. So half of her chart was being really amplified by the current planets at that time. That's interesting, isn't it? And so in the early days, when you're using transiting planets, mostly you'll be looking to see where planets are right now because it's showing you what's being highlighted. And when you can see what's being highlighted, that's your cue to investigate. So it's always a prompt. It's letting you know this is a part of your chart you need to look at right now because there's some extra special meaning. So that brings us to the end of this particular episode. I hope you found it useful. And like I said, in due course, there will be some 5-minute astrology sessions where we look at the transits and learn to understand them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next session.